Hi everyone, Holland here. Today I'm going to be reading you a story. It's called Love You Forever, written by Robert Muniskik and illustrated by Sheila McGraw. Cover again. On the back side, it says when a young woman holds her newborn son and looks at him lovingly. Softly she sings to him, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. This story is about how a little boy goes through the stages of childhood and becomes a man. It's also about the enduring nature of a parent's love, how it crosses generations. Love You Forever is a book that both children and adults will enjoy over and over again. Let's begin. Love You Forever, written by Robert Music, written by Sheila McGraw, Firefly Books. A young mother held her new baby, and very slowly she walked him back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as you're loving, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Here's the mother holding her baby, rocking him back and forth. When the baby grew and grew and grew, and he grew until he was 2 years old, and ran all over the house. He pulled books off the shelves. He pulled all the food out the refrigerator. He took his mother's watch, flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, This kid is driving me crazy. Here's the kid in the bathroom messing it all up. But at night time, when the 2 year old was quiet, she opened his door, crawled across his floor, looked up at the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up, rocked him back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Here's the mother on the floor. She's saying if her baby's asleep. Well, that little boy grew and grew. He grew until he was 9 years old. He never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. When Grandma would visit, he said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. Here's the boy growing up at 9 years old, kind of messy on the floor, kind of dirty, his hair grown out. But at night time, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened his door to his room, crawled across the floor, and over to the side of his bed. And if he really was asleep, she picked up that 9 year old boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Here she is singing to the little 9 year old boy. Well, that boy grew and he grew until he was a teenager, had strange friends, wore strange clothes. He listened to strange music. Sometimes his mother felt like she was in a zoo. Here's the boy with his family in that picture over there. It's just wearing the strange clothes. At night time when the teenagers are asleep, his mother sorry about that. That's just my sister. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Will do, say. She crawled across the floor and looked up at him over the side of his bed. And if he really was asleep, she picked up a great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always as long as I'm living. My baby you'll be. There she is coming into the room. There he is asleep. Here's his hat, his baseball bat and stuff. Okay. Well, that teenager grew and grew. He grew until he was a grown up man. He left home and got a house across town. He was that grown up man with his new house. But sometimes on dark nights, the mother got in her car and drove across town. Here's the mother driving across town. If all, if all the lights in her son's house were off, she would open his bedroom window and crawled across the floor and looked up the side of his bed. And if that great big man was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always as long as I'm living. My baby you'll be. Here's a picture of the mother in the open window. She's rocking her son back and forth as she's singing to him. Well, that mother got older. She got older. She got older. Till one day she called up her son and said, "You'd better come see me because I'm really old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came in, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and sick. So here's the man talking to his mom. Here's her glasses and her knitting over here. So that the son went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he sang the song, Oh, I will love you forever. I will like you for always, as long as I'm living. My mommy will be. So here's him rocking his mommy back and forth. Here's her bed. Here's her in her bedroom. Him rocking her back. When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time on the top of the stairs. So here's the son at the top of the stairs. Then he went into the room where his new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms very slowly, rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While he rocked her, he sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always as long as I'm living. My baby you'll be. So there it is. I'll love you forever. A wonderful book. So wonderful I'm able to read. So the last and final book I'm gonna read, The Berenstein Bears Valentine Love Bag by Mike Berenstein. There's a wedding in the family on this Valentine's Day. Every mom and pop and youngin' will have a role to play. It was in the middle of winter and all Bear Country lay snoozing under a deep, snowy blanket. Brr, sugar and Papa coming in from shoveling snow. It's colder than a penguin's ice box out there. Come warm up by the fire, said Mama. Dear, said Mama, pouring him a cup of cocoa. Then she settled down and read her mail. Here's the treehouse with the snow. Here's the bear, Papa Bear coming in from the cold. Here's Papa Bear drinking his cocoa while Mama reads the mirror. Here's the mailbox. Here's the cat sitting by the warm fire. The cubs were warm and cozy by the fire too. Brother was sorting his baseball cards and dreaming of spring. Honey was seeing how high she could stack her blocks. Sister was making valentines for the upcoming school Valentine's Day party. It was still 2 weeks away, but it couldn't come soon enough for sister. It may be cold outside, she said, but it is Valentine's Day. It makes me feel warm and cozy inside. Yuck, said brother. What a little love bug. So here's Honey Bear playing with her blocks. Brother doing his baseball cards. Sister reading, making Valentine's Day letters. His sister was pondering about Valentine's Day. His brother going, yeah, Valentine's Day. What will happen next? Let's keep reading. Love bug, said sister. That's a great idea. I'm going to sign all my Valentine's Day cards from Love bug. She began to sign her Valentine's Day that way and added a cute picture of a heart-shaped ladybug to each of them. Mush, brother. Actually, he rather enjoyed getting Valentine's Day from some other girls and cubs in his class, but he wasn't going to admit it to sister. Here's sister making her Valentine's Day cards. There's sister over there. There's brother thinking about the Valentines he might get. Here's sister writing her Valentine's out. Speaking of love, said Mama, here's a letter from cousin Cora. It says she's getting married on Valentine's Day. Married, said sister. On Valentine's Day, are we going to the wedding? We certainly are, said Mama. We're all invited. In fact, she's asked you to be her flower girl. Me, a flower girl, said sister. I've always wanted to be a flower girl. She felt she had hit the love bug jackpot. Is Mama Bear reading the letter, talking to sister? Whose sister thinking about her becoming a flower girl? Things began to happen in the Bear family's treehouse over the next 2 weeks. Wedding things, packages began to arrive. Are we expecting anything from the bridal shop? Asked Papa, answering the door. Sister and Mama both came running down. Oh, yes, we are. It was sister's dress for the wedding. Oh, Isn't it beautiful? She said. You are going to be the loveliest flower girl ever, said Papa. For the love bug, a Valentine's Day wedding was even better than a school Valentine's Day party. So here's the packages Papa's gonna use. Papa, Mama, and the sister, his brother. Here's Papa kissing sister in her Valentine's Day downstairs. Mama, his brother, just ignoring the whole situation. For days, sister studied wedding books and magazines. She brought one to the dinner table one evening. The flower girl was one of the most charming traditions of the formal wedding, she read, taking her place in the procession. How cute, said Papa. You're even studying how to be a flower girl. But Mama was thoughtful. It was fine for sister to make an interest in being a flower girl, but are a pretty grown up thing. Maybe sister should be paying more attention to cub things like school and the Valentine's Day party. Here's the family at the dinner table. Here's sister's thinking. Here's the Valentine's Day betters at the point they're thinking about the wedding and the Valentine's Day party and such. Besides, reading about weddings, sister talked about them. In fact, she didn't talk about else much. She talked about flowers, invitations, cakes, table settings, makeup, wedding gifts, and more. One night, Mama overheard sister talking with her best friend Lizzie Bruin. Of course, cousin Cora was going to marry that insurance salesman from Grizzlyville, but they had a big fight, and now she's going to marry this fellow from Big Bear City. Hmm, Mama said to herself, gossiping about cousin Cora breaking up with the insurance salesman from Grizzlyville was definitely not a campsite. Mom decided it was time to have a little talk with sister. So here's sister thinking about the wedding stuff, and here's mama catching sister on the phone talking about cousin Cora and gossiping. My dearest and mama, when sister was off the phone, I know being part of a wedding is a grown up and exciting thing, but I also know that cousin Cora would be disappointed to learn that you were gossiping about her after asking you to be her flower girl. Sisters asked about it. I never thought of that. I won't do that anymore, Mama. I don't want to hurt Cousin Cora's feelings. Mama smiled and gave her a hug. That's my love, like she said. In fact, Sister Ada, this wedding thing has been taking up an awful lot of time. I haven't had my Valentine's for the school party. That's really important. I think we're going to work on them right now after all. Valentine's Day is just a few days away. Here's Mama talking to Sister. Here's Mama hugging her after Sister says she won't gossip anymore. Here's Sister going to work on her Valentine's Day cards. A smiling Mama in the background. The wedding day has upon. Soon, Sister's Valentine's were soon ready, but there was one more thing to do before the wedding, a rehearsal to make sure everything went smoothly. Cousin Cora and her fiance and family gathered at the chapel in the woods. Miss McGrath was in charge at first things didn't go so well. Some folks didn't know what to do, but Sister knew her role perfectly. It seems that if a little flower girl can do the march properly, said Miss McGrath, then you ushers and bridesmaids ought to be able to do the same. Mama and Papa were very proud of their little flower girl. Here's them arriving at the wedding in the church. Here's them rehearsing for the wedding. Valentine's Day came at last. The school party was great. Since her sister's love bug signature was a big hit, Billy Griswold gave her a nice card with lots of hearts and flowers on it. Sister had a little crush on him, but she wasn't going to admit it, especially to him. Sister had a wonderful time at the party. She lost track of the time. Hey, love bug, said brother, packing up his school things. It's time to get going, huh? She said she was busy talking to the There's this thing called a wedding, said brother. Called a wedding, said brother. The wedding, sister said. I almost forgot. Come on, we have to get ready. Here's sister at the Valentine's Day party with her Valentine's Day friend. Here's her brother going to get her so they get ready for the wedding. Well, the wedding goes smoothly. Let's find out. A little later, the Bear family arrived at the chapel. In the woods, they were joined by other wedding guests going inside. Sister and the bridesmaids gather at the door with Miss McGriz guiding them to their place. The sister looked down at her new dress. It looked very wrinkly. Before she had time to worry, the wedding march started playing. She found herself walking down an aisle. She tossed flowers from her basket as she marched. 1, 2, 3, toss. 1, 2, 3, toss. 1, 2, 3, toss, she whispered to herself. The bride followed and joined the groom. Preacher Brown began the service. Preacher Brown began to say, Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today for better or worse, for richer and poorer, for sickness and health. Sister felt a lump in her throat. Talk about feeling all the warm and cozy inside. Okay. Here's sister getting ready to walk down the aisle. Here's the bride and groom, the background, and here's sister and brother sitting over there. At last, the preacher said, I now pronounce you bare and white. You may kiss the bride. A tear came to the eye of the little Valentine loved by Brother Bear, beside Mesh, he said. So here's the Bear family at the wedding. Here's sister and the groom and the rest of the Valentine's Day guests. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. And I want to thank Clay Rose for tuning in. So I thought I would do some singing for you right now. Let's sing Over the Rainbow by Judy Garland and the Wizard of Oz. Somewhere over the rainbow, up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. To where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why and oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to do one more song for you guys. Let's see the song I want to do. The sun will come out tomorrow, but your bottom dollar that tomorrow love is sad. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow. So you gotta hang on till tomorrow, to one day. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only is a day away. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to my first live stream. I hope to do another one very soon. Thank you so much for Clay Roll for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend ahead.